So to paint mountains, first I use a yellow ochre background. Then I map out the mountain shapes using phthalo blue and white. So the more white mixed with the phthalo blue, the lighter obviously. And I mix quite a bit of white to get a super light phthalo blue white mix, and I use that in the background to show haze and distance. And then I find a mid blue for the midground, and I use a dark phthalo blue mix for the foreground. So just get lighter to darker and be creative with your mountain shapes. Block them in, and then you'll be ready for the next step. Using an even lighter blue, blocking the sky. Now mix phthalo blue and black in a 50-50 combination, and using a smaller brush, begin to work in a bunch of different shapes and streaks on the backside of your mountain peaks to create unique shadows. Now mix a little bit of phthalo blue into white, so it's mostly white, just a soft bright blue, and work that color in between the dark shadows that you just blended in. Blend it out the best you can. Now using that same bright blue that we just mixed up, define the sunlit sides of your mountain peaks. Now add more blue for a mid-tone and use horizontal brush strokes to break up the defined area between light and dark. Add black to phthalo blue and redefine your shaded areas. Now use bright white with a tiny bit of phthalo blue and re-map out and clean up and define the bright points. Use that bright color to map out any other little mountain ranges that are sunlit. And then add a second layer to your sky. Make it brighter near the mountain and darker at the top of the canvas. Now mix burnt umber with a mid-green, 50-50, and blend out that color at the foot of the mountains. Go ahead and map out your foreground if you want one using a bright blue. And then get bright white and again redefine the sunlit side of the mountaintop. I'm just going to go back and forth and just keep working in details, keep rebuilding the shadows, keep rebuilding the bright spots, and slowly get smaller and smaller with our brushes and add finer and finer detail until it starts to come to life. Now using a fine detail brush on the front side of the mountain, I'm going to use a bright white with a little bit of phthalo blue mix, and I'm going to go in a bunch of different directions and add different streaks and dots. And then on the back side, I'm going to use a more 50-50 mix, that shadow color, and I'm going to do the same exact thing as we can see here. For example, I'm going to get white, mix it in with phthalo blue about 50-50, and this is going to be our cool backside shadow color. And you see I have a fine detail brush, moist bristles. I can add a little bit of black if I really want to darken it up. And then with that color, I'm just going to look at our previous streaks and brush strokes, and on the backside in the shaded region, I'm just going to reinforce all those little streaks and cuts. And it's tedious and time consuming, and that's why mountains are tough. But this is how you can do it. Now at the foot of the mountain, below all the snow and ice, you can add detail or the illusion of detail by using burnt umber and a mid-green. And just doing the same exact concept of those little streaks of color going in different directions, being random, and together they combine to give you, that realism. It's strange how it works like that, but it does. So doing the same thing as we just did, you can make that happen at the foot of the mountain. And then same thing on the front side. On the sunlit side, we just have a brighter white. You can mix in a little bit of blue, add different shades. But using that brighter color, which is going to be mostly white, you can add little spots of snow by adding dots and dabs as you've just seen there. Little streaks going in different directions. And then that'll give you that contrast between the vegetation and trees and shrubs at the foot of the mountain, and then the ice and snow. So that's all I'm doing here is, just let you see it come together, but that's all I'm doing is I'm using that detail brush, and on the front side I'm adding detail with a bright white with a little bit of blue mixed in. And then at the foothills I'm using that green and burnt umber. And then on the back side I'm using blacks and phthalo blues. But it's the same concept in all areas of the mountains. It's just the little streaks and little dabs with that detail brush, and just concentrating, taking my time, being patient, and working it in. And over time, it'll probably take you a couple hours, but over time you'll get that realistic mountain look. And I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but this is how it works for me. So. So that's how you can make a nice mountain background. From here, you can add some mist, you can add a lake, some pine trees, a foreground, anything you want. But that's how you can make a nice mountain background. So good luck with yours. Hopefully it helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.